Dustin Nielson from TSN, also from Edmonton Sports Talk, is joining us. Before we get to CFL football, before we get to the tomfoolery, we got to talk about the exciting, revelation that came down this week, last week, whatever, where your sports show in Edmonton is, partnering with Harvard, where we work here. You guys are going to be an FM sports show every morning in Edmonton.
Yeah, it's actually pretty exciting. I don't think it's been done in a major market before, so we'll see how it goes. I guess we'll guinea pig it. But Harvard reached out to us, and they love our show, wanted to put it on an FM station, so it'll be a Cruise 95.7 FM out here. And we're not changing anything. It's just going to be a ton of sports talk and a ton of laughs every single morning, and hopefully it goes well, and then who knows where it goes from there. But, it's a little scary doing something that's really never been done. But, streaming for 12 straight hours had never really been done either. And that's been going pretty well for us. So we're excited about it,
man. You might have to at some point, though, play some Harlequin or some Trooper, maybe a slide whistle, like rock radio style, right?
A big Trooper guy myself, man. So if I have to play some Trooper, I'll play some Trooper. And it's a classic rock station, right? So so we'll see. But, they believe in us. And, I think it's going to be pretty positive.
You've called the Labor Day game here in Saskatchewan before. You're not doing it this year. The kind of spread note, you're staying there in Alberta. Riders, Bombers. It's always probably, again, I guess it's because we're in Sask, it's the most special one. Packed stadium. It's going to be record crowd, they're saying. Just the Labor Day game for you, calling the game, Dusty, when you're in Saskatchewan. What's that like?
Yeah, man, I have to say, hearing that it's going to be a record crowd, it kind of pisses me off. I'm not calling that game this year. I've done the last three, and then I've done the last three Banjo Bowls, and this year they're just keeping me on the Alberta, and then the rematch, obviously, here in Edmonton. That's, very jealous that I'm not going to be there for that game because it's a phenomenal game. To me, the two biggest regular season games and this is no disrespect to any other teams, but the two biggest games on the regular season schedule are Labor Day in Regina and the Banjo Bowl in Winnipeg. So, we had Stephen Brunt on our show earlier in the week. We were talking about all these Canadian rivalries and which one's the best. And even he's a Hamilton guy, and he said it's got to be the Riders and the Bombers right now. So I think it should be, the Riders have obviously been the better of the two teams so far this year, but it's Labor Day. You can kind of throw that out. Could just straight up be a huge Brady Oliveira game. We'll have to see how it sort of plays out. But I do like the Riders to get back in the win column here at home.
What do you make of the Riders losing 2 games to Calgary?
Hat tip to Calgary. Yeah. Calgary's 5-0 against the Bombers and the Riders. The Bombers have, one loss to anybody else in the league, not named Calgary, and the Riders haven't lost to anybody, not named Calgary. So I think really what it is just you need to give respect to Vernon Adams and that Calgary Stampeders defense. The Stampeders defense has been outstanding. And look, man, VA doesn't mess around. He slings it deep. He does not hesitate. He'll take some risks, and hey, he threw a couple picks as well. It's not going to be perfect. But he's got some of his weapons healthy. Dedrick Mills, I think, is one of, if not the best backs in the league as well. I'm not throwing any shade. That's a really good team. Both the Riders and the Stamps are a very good team. I'm sure it's been a lot of great conversation for you guys this week, but I have a feeling we'll see them again at some point.
The Bombers, their season's, I guess, been a little up and down, the Jekyll and Hyde thing with a lot of teams in the CFL. But the Bombers coming in here, I guess, I think some of the lines, we got 5 points for the Riders. Some are even up to 6. Winnipeg, what are you seeing from them this year? This is the time of the year where they can turn it around. What are you seeing from the Bombers?
Yeah, I don't think it's overly critical to say that these aren't the Bombers from the last 4 to 5 years. I think we started to see it a little bit last year, and then they went on a great run and obviously came close once again. Zach Collaros hasn't been what he has been the last few years. Brady Oliveira obviously has the ability to turn it on, but injuries have hit them big time on both sides of the ball, right? They've lost guys in games. They've lost guys 4 games. And then defensively, that's one area I think Trevor Harris could probably try to take advantage of is some of the injuries that they have in the secondary right now. So, but with that being said, that guy that we're seeing right there, Brady Oliveira, can turn it on, and Zach knows how to get him involved through the air as well. So it's not like shut down the run game, you're going to control Brady Oliveira. It's shut down the run game, Brady might hurt you in some other way.
What's been the biggest surprise of the CFL season for you so far? All the games you watch, all the teams, anything?
It's got to be Calgary. I mean, Calgary was awful last year. And you thought, oh, is it going to take them a little while to restore, a great playoff run like they had just kind of come out of? And I thought maybe it would. And I mean, I guess I'll take the L on that one. I was a little surprised by it. But you go out, you bring in a veteran quarterback who's always kind of been disrespected around the league. So he obviously has something to prove. And then they've added some of these guys, like second-year guys who've been elevated from their rookie season to the second year on defense. Roberts is one of the guys that comes to mind. And I didn't expect Calgary's defense to be as good as they are. You knew VA was probably going to make things work, but Calgary's defense has been the biggest surprise of the year for me.
What's going on there in Edmonton?
Well, we'll see. I mean, everybody loves Cody Fajardo for now. Before the season, everybody loved Trey Ford. So, look, Cody Fajardo has, and this was told to me by his head coach, Cody Fajardo has a massive presence. And people around Edmonton on the roster and the staff are buying into what Cody Fajardo is selling. So they've won 3 in a row. This would still be a pretty significant upset if they go down to Calgary, beat a good Stampeders team. But they've won 3 in a row, and, I mean, it should be 4 in a row. They had a drop for a touchdown against Hamilton. Should have beat them, and they actually played the Riders pretty tight when Cody Fajardo first took over. So there's no doubt they've been playing better. I think Fajardo being able to sustain drives has actually allowed this defense to start to live up to what we thought it might be at the beginning of the year. So they got a shot, but I'm doing that game. I will be stunned if Edmonton does pull off the upset. But Calgary's lost to Ottawa twice, so I don't know what to make of it.
And then Toronto puts up 52 on BC last week. It's like, okay, what's going on? I love that, though, about the league. It's like college football last night. I wake up this morning, I see some of the scores, and I'm like, what happened? Why didn't I hammer that bet? And all this. Are you paying attention much to what happened in the NFL and the cuts and the guys? And then maybe just your comments on Elgersma. All signs point to maybe him coming to Canada. For me, Dusty, the thing that I can't wrap my head around is this guy played, U Sport Canada last year. So to go to a practice roster on an NFL team seems like a stretch. What's your take on him? What do you think is going to happen there?
I mean, I'll say this. I was pretty surprised with how well he played when he got opportunity in the preseason. Now, was I surprised when he didn't make the roster and wasn't put on a practice roster? No, he's a Canadian who's coming out of U Sports, like you said. I mean, those programs have been disrespected for years south of the border. So I'm not surprised by the way that it's gone down. I think for his future, might be better off to get up here, learn from a guy like Zach, and eventually take over there. And that doesn't mean that his path is shut off down south, right? You just see Nathan Rourke was on like an all-time best pace up here. Went down, made some plays, couldn't get a sniff. So I am afraid that he went to school down there. So I think Elgersma, as talented as he is, there's probably going to be too many hurdles to overcome for him to actually get maybe a shot that he actually deserves down there. And then obviously Joe coming back, that should be good. Not that you guys need any help at receiver. You got a couple of studs there already, but that guy's an athletic freak. I'm excited to see him back in the league when it officially happens.
And I got to ask you here, if people watching the stream, you see that sweet hat, that looks really retro. Is that from the old school, or where did you pick that up?
No, this is probably about 3 years old, maybe. This is on the Ottawa Red Blacks website. The Red Blacks website will roll out some generic CFL stuff sometimes. And whenever they do, I buy as much of it as I possibly can, because I can't be guy going around the league wearing an Elks hoodie I would wear all the logos. Like I just want to wear league swag. So, but it would be weird doing my morning show and wearing like a Stamps hoodie. I like Lions colors. I'd wear Lions gear, like a black hoodie with like the orange Lions logo. Yeah. So I need as much CFL stuff as I could possibly get my hands on. So keep an eye on it. Red Black's website for some reason has it sometimes. And I've been trying to make a push. I say it all the time. Like, give me CFL merch. I'll full blow Rob Lowe this league, man. Like, let's get after it.
I think what you need maybe too, just to kind of keep everybody happy, some Birmingham gear, some Las Vegas Posse, Shreveport.
Why not?
Pick up any of those classics.
Well, we have our fantasy football leagues. All the teams are named after the defunct organization. So yes, give us that swag too. And there is a website. I can't remember the name of it, but you can go on and get the jerseys and stuff of those teams.
The Montreal Concords. Here we go. Okay, and then what is your favorite Trooper song then? If you had to.
Well, I mean, Raise a Little Hell. I mean, that's so generic, but I like writing parody songs for my morning show.
I know.
And I want to write one because we'll play Raise a Little Hell when we talk about CFL sometimes. And if I find the time, which might be tough, but I want to write, instead of Raise a Little Hell, I want it to be like, it's the CFL, it's a CFL, it's the CFL. Okay. And then, put some highlights over and stuff. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Good stuff, Dusty. Congratulations on things. Looking forward to that. Now that I guess we're kind of, in the same family here. So
loosely affiliated, I guess. Yeah.
Well, we could still go to like the reunions together and drink free booze and pierogies and stuff. I think that would still be allowed. And then have a good call in Alberta this weekend, man. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
right
thanks
there.
a lot. There's the merch. That's what I'm talking about.
Good job, Colson.
I've got that T-shirt and I've got that hat.
Yeah.
But they're running low on stuff, and I'm 6'5". There's not a lot of double XL rolling around on the website.
I think a nice sweat pant for the fall. That's
a good idea.
That'd be nice.
I'd wear those all over the country, man.
All right, Dusty, have a good one, man. Thanks for doing this.
Okay, enjoy that game, everybody.